right, let's get to the business news. So a survey has found that first-time home buyers feel bad about asking the bank of mum and dad for a loan. Well, it's a privilege to have mum and dad who can help, isn't
Yes,
it?
well, it's true, but, a few of them actually feel badly about it. But not everyone. About a quarter of them actually think they're entitled to this Bank of Mum and Dad's loan to them. And a good number of them don't even think they should be having to pay it back. Other people are aghast at this. About a third disagreed with that attitude. And for mum and dad, more than half would be willing to, front up with some money to help their kids get started on the ladder. And so that's quite interesting too.
Who answered the survey? I'm really curious about what did you say?
Mums and dads,
right?
Including first-home buyers as well, in addition, and all together, right? But now, interesting. 55% of mums and dads said that they would be willing to give a loan, but a good number of them had no idea what that would entail in terms of being a guarantor. So there seemed to be a lack of knowledge on both sides of
about what their responsibilities would be if their child defaults on their mortgage.
And also, for first-time buyers, they're like, maybe we'd like to do this on our own because we don't really want mum and dad in our business.
But a quarter said they expected it.
Yeah, they were like, mum and dad should pay. Well, goodness me.
That is incredibly
just
interesting.
Just goes to show, doesn't it?
Yeah, attitudes. Did they give you an age of the first-time buyers?
I don't have an age, but it would be, I guess, presumably people who still have a mum and dad. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Slightly younger buyers. All right, and you've got another survey there which has found consumers are feeling a bit downbeat about the future of the economy. Why are they all down and gloomy?
Well, they've been like that for a while, though, haven't they? Only, I guess, things have taken a little bit of a turn. And what's interesting is it's the older consumers, the sort of baby boom generation, that are more downbeat than the younger ones. And that has a lot to do with housing prices because, of course, the younger ones are still trying to work out how to get a loan from mum and dad, whereas the older ones, they have their own house, but now the prices might be dropping, so they're a little worried. Whereas the younger groups are thinking, yay, not only can I get a loan from mum and dad, but the houses are cheaper. So that has a lot to do with it. So much of consumer sentiment is driven around house prices and movements there. So interesting, isn't it?
That and rugby.
And so anyways, look, a lot of fewer people think it's a good time to buy a big ticket item, and fewer people are spending on restaurants and bars and good times. So treating themselves. That's right. There you go.
Okay, so what about whip around the markets? How's it been looking?
Interesting. The markets themselves are in a bit of a narrow pattern right now because there's a little bit of concern over, again, still these trade talks that are overhanging everything. And then, of course, other uncertainties that are emerging in geopolitical worlds that are far from here, but perhaps in the water somewhere near Iran. Anyhow, the NZX Top 50 Index closed up nearly 0.25% by 21 points to 10,191. There you go. And the New Zealand dollar is trading just a touch under 65 US cents, a touch under 95 Australian, and 51.8 British pence.
Thanks, Nona. Nona Palcier there with your business news.